Hopefully we didn't wait too long.
We did?
I don't think so. Boarding ends at 10:10, so we should be good.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes.
That snow is just so awesome.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's not helping us today, but
It's not helping us, but
you know, we'll get over it.
yep. Big. What's up, guys? So here we are. We're in Dulles International Airport in Washington, city of Washington, DC, and we're waiting on our next flight. We're headed to Zurich, Switzerland. We just came in from Denver, and we had some trouble. We had a lot of nasty weather. They had to de-ice the plane for longer. In fact, they ran out of de-icing fluid because it was so iced up from the previous flight because a big snowstorm came through, and the pilot said something about black ice was on the wings.
Not black ice,
Or
it
what
was
was it?
cap ice, I think he was
Cap
saying.
ice. Anyway,
He had a name for
they
it.
emptied the truck of
What'd he say?
de-icing fluid, had to go back, fill the truck up, spray the wings down again. So we sat in the airplane, boarded, ready to take off for an hour and a half. Well,
We
worked
sat
on
in there for an hour and a half. Our flight was delayed by close to 4 hours.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we missed our flight to
Our connector flight.
Our connected flight to Zurich, straight through flight through the night. But good old United, they hooked us up. They had, before we had even landed in Washington D.C., they had already booked us another flight on Swiss Air this time. We were flying United, and we're flying out here in
8:45.
8:45,
so
yeah,
an hour and a half.
hour and a half, and we're gonna get into
Yeah, hour and a
Zurich, Switzerland at 10:35, I think it is.
half. Yeah, give or take.
And we're having a great time, and we're gonna meet a lot of awesome people.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over a mountain pass here. It's kind of a cool one. We aren't close to Interlaken yet, but
That's gorgeous.
there is a little convenience.
There's the glacier water down there. That stuff, when it gets a little deeper, it's like a minty blue green. Let's see if we can get a closer picture of it here. We'll get closer here. Nope, there's a wall there. Hello. I guess they don't want us to see the glacier water. Well, let's look at the cows on this here little pasture. They pasture everything out here.
Yes, they do.
Little pastures. I mean, it doesn't matter how steep it is. There's cows on it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Get some. I bet we get some water up here. What are we going? We're going to what town?
Interlaken.
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 Interlaken. Here's the stream. Look at that water. It's just gorgeous water.
For us.
So we're going to Interlaken for night, and we booked our room while we were strolling around the streets of Wengen, which you cannot. No vehicles are allowed up there except for the city little four-wheel drive vehicles that they use to maintain the city and cut firewood. There's a lot of bicycles up there, and we've seen something really cool, didn't we, Justin?
We did.
We
Yeah.
seen we were coming down, and there's this. All of a sudden, here was this young girl. How old do you think she was?
Oh, she wasn't young. I'd say she was probably like
25.
between 25 to 30.
I don't think she was 30. She could have been, but
Sorry.
she was riding an e-bike. She had a camo backpack on, and she had a full hunting rifle slung over her shoulder. It kind of shocked me because it's like all of a sudden it's like, what? It was like you don't expect it. Here you are in the middle of a tourist town, and there's this girl on e-bike riding uphill with the hunting rifle. And so I was like, "You going hunting?" She said, "Yep." And I kind of figured she was a little bit late, so I wanted to stop and talk to her, but I don't think she had time because that was what, 3:30.
Yeah, that was about
And
3:30,
sunset's here at 5:10, so we didn't get to stop and talk to her what kind of game she was after, but that would have been super cool. So the interesting thing, Justin was telling me, so we're actually really low elevation, even though we're way up in the mountains. We're not super high elevation.
Yeah. No, we're at
So
2,000 feet right here.
yeah, we're at 2,000, so we're lower here, right here, in the Swiss Alps than where I live in Kansas. I live at 2,900 feet, and we are lower here than where I live. And so they use choppers a lot because helicopters don't do so well in real high alpines because the air's not thick enough. I think that's why somebody that flies a helicopter is going to say, nope, that's completely wrong.
Chopper's going to chop.
A chopper's going to chopper. It's going to do what it wants to do. It's going to do the chop chop.
That's not how you get baby choppers, though.
Well, how do you get baby choppers?
Those ones definitely hatch from eggs.
Okay, so those probably do hatch. Yeah, I think those do hatch from eggs.
Yeah, pretty sure.
The baby choppers. But anyway, so the air is thick enough, and they use those choppers because everything's so tight here in Europe and in Switzerland. I mean, we're talking these hotels and houses, they're like on, there's basically no shoulder. They're like on the edge. Here we go, look at this. Look at this delta here. I think you can see that as good as I can. But anyway, so these choppers, they take building supplies, pellets of wood. They're flying up through this ravine, this valley, all day long, bringing supplies in to these mountain towns because the air is low enough. It's a great resource for them. So I found that pretty interesting. So here we are in beautiful Interlaken. We spent the night here. There's my guy Justin coming out of the hotel. That was our hotel right there. Yeah. That one. Really, really comfy. Not like America, but absolutely perfect. Very comfy. We had a really good night. Fantastic breakfast.
I'm going to pull the cars forward so I can actually put my stuff in the back.
Gotcha. And that's our BMW. Very sweet car. Alright, on to the next adventure. Alright, we're driving out of Interlaken. Headed to Zurich to grab our delayed bags with all the bows in them. And then it's up through Germany, Belgium to our first stop. To meet one of our dealerships over there. Beautiful. Low-lying clouds this morning down in the valley with the Alps up behind it. Just gorgeous out here. Kind of crispy. Oh, what's the temp you think, Justin?
It's 6 degrees Celsius.
6 degrees.
So
do the calculations.
42 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, he got it already. 42 degrees. Well, here we are. What town is this, Justin?
1040.
That's the name of the town?
You asked what town.
Oh, no, I said what town is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Charleroi.
Charleroi or something like that. We stayed in that house right there. We got it for $100 for the night.
Yeah.
And we overslept really badly.
Yeah, we got it for more than the night.
Yeah, we got it for a little more than a night. Here, it's a really cool little house. Let's see here. And it's surprisingly very, very cheap for that price.
And very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Well, obviously we slept in.
Yeah, we slept in. We were supposed to be out at 9 o'clock, and neither one of us went to sleep very good last night, probably because of the jet lag. And all of a sudden, the lady was knocking on the door, and we were both sleeping soundly. So we scrambled around. She gave us an extra 45 minutes. So we got going.
Very kind of her. It was a Belgian grandmother.
Yes, it was. She was very sweet. Very sweet.
Couldn't speak a word of English.
Nope.
And we couldn't speak a word of French.
Nope. But we figured it out. And so now we're headed to get some coffee, and then we're gonna go meet our first. My seatbelt's off. At our first stop, our first dealership. He's gonna meet us. He wants to take us to lunch. So we're gonna meet him at noon, which isn't that far off anymore.
So this is the bow shop of Stefan here in Belgium. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of this town because I'm sure I'm going to butcher it. But yeah. Shane and I are here for the day. It is November 11th, which is also Armistice Day. Stefan's bow shop was originally closed, but he opened up. Well, he opened the doors and invited some of his customers and friends to come by when we showed up. So yeah, very, very much an honor. Very cool. Has a lot of products. Has a really, really good bow shop here. It has an indoor range at the back here, as you can see. And we're testing it out, trying it out.
In America, we don't have this type of print, but I like it.
I most of all use this technology for traditional, for recurve, standard recurve, not for traditional one.
Yeah. Well, here we're driving in Cologne, but Justin says it's, what is it, Cologne?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Just spelled K-O-L-N.
I guess they mostly say it Cologne here.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, so stayed at a really nice hotel last night here. Some really old structures here. But we're headed to Bogenpunkt and Germany. So it's less than an hour, well, it's showing an hour and 10 minutes away. So we need to be there by 11, so that's where we're headed now. All right, here we are at Martin's Pork Shop in Germany. The name of it is Bogenpunkt. We're gonna do just a little tour here. Here's Martin here, great guy, very good archery dealer. So I'll show you his beautiful shop. Very clean, very pretty. He's got all his arrow building supplies here, feathers, fletchings. Look at all these different kinds of fletchings here. Beautiful. Here he's got his high-end bows. So you've got Great Plains here, Great Plains, Great Plains. These are blacktail bows. Beautiful. Got lots of different long bows. Very, very clean shop. Lots of bows, quivers. Here's more bows. These are falcon bows, Alps bows. Lots of different recurs, spider bows. Here he's got a bunch of ILF risers. Just a huge amount of stuff in this shop. And it's very clean. So here's all his arrows.
Very recent.
Lots of arrows. So if you live in Germany, definitely go check him out. You won't be disappointed. About 9 minutes out from Bogensport, Bachhoffner. I know it's changed hands recently, but I think that's what it still says on the internet, the name of it. That's what we've always gone by, so. But this countryside is just gorgeous. Swiss countryside. Beautiful. And Justin and I were just talking how much open space there is here. We always thought that it was just, our concept of Europe was just crowded, but there's huge open spaces out here. Lots of farm ground, livestock. So there is a lot of open area. It's not just houses and houses and houses. All right, we're a minute out here. Driving up to the shop. We haven't seen it yet. So we'll see if it's...
Looking at it. It's at the end
Oh,
of
that's
this
it.
building
That's
right
it right there. Sure enough. Yep, Bachhoffner Bogensport right there. Sure enough. Must be in that building right there somewhere. Well, here we are at the Flughafen, or however you say that. It's Zurich International Airport. Fixing to get on our flight. It's a beautiful morning. Be home in about 8 hours, but plus about 8 or 10 with the time change. But it'll be 8 hours from what my watch says now. Big old aircraft here. Beautiful morning. So they're boarding our flight now to Chicago, so we're heading out. Get this aircraft taken off.